Hi everyone, it's Tamika Caston-Miller, and I actually wanted to bring you some wisdom tonight. This wisdom comes on the heels of me teaching a candlelit restorative class because we were out of power, and I decided to look to the wisdom of one of the great teachers. So I went to the wisdom of Thich Naht Hahn, who I love, to gain some wisdom tonight, since it was a challenge, to say the least. And I recommend that whenever you have challenges, that instead of feeling really frustrated with them, to just go to a bigger teacher, a wiser teacher, so that you can have some wisdom reflected back to you. It ended up being exactly what was needed, and I wanted to share a couple of the things that we read together with you. Picture a tree in a storm. At the top of the tree, the small branches and leaves are swaying violently in the wind. The tree looks vulnerable, quite fragile. It seems it can break at any time. But if you look at the trunk, you'll see that the tree is solid. And if you look down to its root structure, you will know that the tree is deeply and firmly rooted in the soil. The tree is quite strong. It can resist the storm. We are also a kind of tree. Our trunk, our center, is just below the navel. The zones of our thinking and our emotions are at the levels of our head and chest. And when we are taken hold of by a strong emotion like despair, fear, anger, or jealousy, we should do our best to leave the zone of the storm and to go down to the valley to practice breathing in and out. If we stay in the winds of the storm, it may be too dangerous. We can go for refuge into the trunk, breathing in and out, aware of the rising and falling of our abdomen. I think there's something really powerful in knowing that we have so much power just in the breath, and that we can simply redirect ourselves away from the storm and into the power of our roots to feel grounded again. And certainly that's what I did tonight, right? I went to my root, which is knowledge that there is more wisdom out there. And I arrived at exactly what I needed in that moment, which allowed for me to hold more space for others. And then there's a second one I want to read that I could not even believe that I happened upon, because it is a game changer. And so I am almost there. And I'm not going to cut this video, so you're going to have to just go with me, go with the flow and welcome it all in. I say that a lot in my trainings, to welcome it all in, because we need to. Okay. And just like that, we're there. And feel free to close or lower your eyes, or just come to a comfortable seat or lying down, just so that you can fully receive this knowledge and let it live in you. Let it be your meditation for the evening. Flowers and garbage are both organic in nature. So looking deeply into the nature of a flower, you can see the presence of the compost and the garbage. The flower is also going to turn into garbage, but don't be afraid. You are a gardener, and you have in your hands the power to transform garbage into flowers, into fruit, into vegetables. You don't throw anything away because you're not afraid of garbage. Your hands are capable of transforming it into flowers or lettuce or cucumbers. The same thing is true of your happiness and your sorrow. Sorrow, fear, and depression are all a kind of garbage. These bits of garbage are a part of real life, and we must look deeply into their nature. You can practice in order to turn these bits of garbage into flowers. It is not only your love that is organic, your hate is too. So you should not throw anything out. All you have to do is learn how to transform your garbage into flowers. I find it really interesting to own love and hate arising from the same being. You know, we're taught that, hate isn't a part of our life or isn't a part of us or what have you. But if we are true believers of equanimity and balance, we have to know that both are there. And so the question is, what will we do to transcend or transmute those things, to turn them into usable and beautiful ways of being with and interacting with the world? So I'm sure I'll think more on that, but I wanted to share those lovely words with you, and I hope that they give you something today, and if not, I think you're no worse off, no? Let me know what you think about these readings in the comments. I'll also place the book in there, and I hope that you are having an incredible evening, and if you're not, or day, whenever you see this, and if you're not, turn your garbage into flowers. Take care of yourselves.